Okay, as promised, continuing with the water pump repair on the 82. So if you have your long shaft extension, you're gonna have to get the extension part off. 3/8 bolts, 6 of them. I believe they're all the same size. Alright, your midsection lifts straight up, revealing your water pump assembly. Okay, I'd like to reiterate, I've never had this apart since I bought it. I bought it running, bought it perfect. I've never had an issue with these. Oh god, look at the rust in there. Oh boy. With the exception of a slight, like, not pumping water issue at the very beginning. Blew some air through the back of it, and bazinga. What I like to do is I like to put those 3 bolts that just took out, put them back in the holes. You don't lose them. You can bag and tag, or you can reinsert to save. Real easy way to save your bolts and know where they go. Just like that. So, glad that we decided to do the water pump this year, because every year pumps water great, and you're supposed to change them every year. But I ran with mine, and look at the rust now. Why is it rusty like that? The gear case oil was perfect, so my assumption is little water got into the top of the seal, rusted out the seal, and a little bit of the drive shaft. And because nobody attended to it, myself being the man, it got like that. So we're gonna, and it looks like a newer kit. This rubber grommet is in excellent shape. I have new rubber grommets, I have a new kit. We're gonna replace everything, and we'll get a nice new seal in there. I'm probably gonna reseal the lower unit. So stay tuned for part whatever in the series on how to reseal the lower gear case the easy way. Because I gotta change the prop shaft seal too. 5/16, that's 5/16. 7/16 or an 11. Just 4 bolts. Alright, so will the drive shaft come out on its own? Probably. It was just easier for me to pull the whole thing out with the pump. But like I said, no water was getting past this seal here. But you can tell how, I mean, that's just bad. So luckily we pulled this apart, and now we can reseal it as well. So we bought a kit. Comes with a plate. And then the part number usually goes down. But I don't have a part number, I just happen to know. Next, we're gonna prep our I'm gonna prep the bottom of my case with a little bit of black RTV. The rubber grommet. This is the taller one for the long shaft. And I'll cover it in some gasket sealing compound. One nippy there, and the other nippy in there. There you go. She's ready to go there. And then a little bit of grease never hurt there. Triple guard. I'm gonna put a little dab of triple guard grease on the shaft for the sole purpose of this thing not moving. Right in the middle. Make sure it's straight, this way the water pump will go right on it. This is the way I do it. Y'all don't have to do it this way. Everybody with their greased up cups and all that stuff, just not necessary. Shoop. Look at that. Bingo bango. And then I'm going to throw some RTV sealant on the bottom just because I can. Just watch. If you're going to do the sealant method, which I don't recommend, don't get it in your cup. Don't get it in your cup, and don't get it in your tube hole. And I just spin and push. Spin and push method works every time. It goes in dry. It's going to stay dry. Water will be in there once it starts up. It's really not a big deal. But you can put grease. If you're going to put anything in there, dish soap. I like dish soap. Dish soap stays thick. Usually thick like Dawn. And then the first startup, it'll wash right away. Go into the water. Soapy water. Clean and beautiful. Now I got an old school OEM kit. What's nice about that is I got old school OEM bolts. I love new old stock. So I get the good 7/16 thread and bolt head. The bolt, the max one. Which I find kind of like. Goes in. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then just tighten down your bolts. I mean, water pumps are so easy. Don't forget, if you get the new old stock kit, the back bolts are longer than the front bolts. Or the front bolts are longer than the back bolts. The two in the front, opposite the water tube, are longer than the short ones. Hey guys, with the water pump in, lower unit's done. We're going to sand it, paint it, and put it in blue. Don't be afraid to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment, talk to me. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Good and bad, I can take it. See you in the next one.